Hello, this is newwaveofbritish.heavymetal.com. It's the 29th of November 2020. Before we look at this little look back at Lionheart's Second Nature, if I could ask please if you would consider at least subscribing to the channel, that'd be big help and most appreciated, really would. Now Lionheart, of course, have their roots back in the new wave of British heavy metal days. That they were sort of the first in the Wobham supergroup, given that they had the likes of Dennis Stratton, Steve Mann, Rocky Newton in the band back then, and their debut album Hot Tonight is still really excellent to this day. Earlier on this year, Lionheart released Reality and Miracles, which there's another video kicking around on the channel about that, which is a fine album, one of the albums of the year for me. And about 3 years ago, about 3 years ago, they released Second Nature, which was their second album after the band reformed after being asked to play at the 2016 Rockingham Festival. The band got back together and subsequently recorded Second Nature. We've still got Dennis Stratton, Steve Mann, Rocky Newton, and then they're joined on this by Clive Edwards, that was ex-Wild Horses, etc., and the very fine vocal talents of Lee Small, ex-Shy, and various others as well. And there's such a musical pedigree between them that it would have been really difficult for them not to record something outstandingly good. And Second Nature really is excellent throughout, does not disappoint at all. It's probably as fine an example of hook-laden, soaring, powerful, melodic metal stroke rock as you'll hear anywhere, as is indeed Reality and Miracles that came out earlier this year. Small's pipes, fresh, clear, the guitars, clean, powerful, soloing, chunky, chugging, melodic chord after chord. Mann's keyboards making for a fuller sound and lots of variety as well. And Edwards and Newton are as solid a rhythm section as you'll find anywhere. All those combined years with the likes of Liar, Iron Maiden, UFO, Michael Schenker, and any others clearly haven't gone to waste here. There's a brief instrumental lead-in that flows into Give Me the Light, which chugs along with a steady riff and a huge chorus. Some excellent guitar on there. The next up's arguably a bit of an odd one, which is a cover of Christy Berg's Don't Play the Ferryman. Now, I'm not a big fan of covers per se. I think it's a little bit lazy, but Lionheart pull it off really well. Angels with Dirty Faces takes us back to a 1930s image of the Chicago gangster days, and there's more chunky chords, keyboards, leads break, monster bridge. Made me think of the old Jimmy Cagney film of the same name. I love that old Cagney stuff, but again, that's a different story, isn't it? Next up, another impossibly catchy tune, 30 Years, which is a sort of a mini biography of Dennis Stratton. Now look at the lyrics: just an ordinary East End boy setting out upon my maiden voyage, from the roughest side of town to the marquee, in sounds an enemy and running free. Now, what could that possibly be all about? You know the answer to that, don't you? And on the album goes from there. Each song's a winner. Prisoner, and another fine one. There's not a weak link anywhere on Second Nature. Really isn't. And perhaps the closing trio of songs, what sums it up in total. Time is watching, Heartbeat Radio, and Lionheart, instantly memorable stuff. Just that little bit heavier, and the whole album is very impressively put together. It's impossible not to get caught up in it, and your foot starts to tap, you're drawn into sing-along choruses. The lion is most certainly roaring here. The old new wave of British heavy metalers still demonstrate how relevant they remain decades afterwards, and with talent undiminished. Lionheart, Second Nature, top stuff. Don't think about it, just go out and buy it. Straightforward as that. As always, there's a link below in the description to the album on Amazon, and also back to the blog post if you'd like to read that. While you're doing that, check out Reality and Miracles as well, because that's, well, probably better than Second Nature. So do all that stuff, as well as subscribe to the channel, please. That'd be a big help. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.